Hello? Hello. It is me. It is Red. I did a lot of little changes to the stream last night, but we'll get there when we get there. Oh, am I going to sneeze right at the beginning? Don't sneeze. I hear if you push here, you don't sneeze. Oh, that actually works super well. Okay, cool. Hello. It's me. I'm here to make a little raven statue. As today's prompt is Raven. So here I am. We're going to go ahead and just kind of start building. I don't know exactly what we're going to get yet, but we're going to get something. So yeah, I don't think there's too much to this. It's going to be majorly like just a sculpt for the most part, and this is really going to test my abilities. But the goal, I think, is to practice a little bit of style. I want to try and not make this. I want to try and make something fun, maybe like Totoro-esque. So the goal is to make something a little bit sillier. So we'll just take it as we go, I guess. So I'll throw some more music on and we'll get going. I see we have HP Wapo here today who is saying hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? How is the day treating everybody? All right, let's go ahead and grab these. And I'll go ahead and push them up. You doing good? That's good to hear. Now, do you do 3D modeling? I vaguely remember you 3D modeling, but I can't remember. Okay, so realistically, I just want to like start sculpting this thing. I think I don't want to think too hard about what we're doing here. Last night, I ended up doing a bunch. You don't do 3D modeling? Okay, well, that's fine. What's your thing? What's your thing, Wapo? What do you do? There we go. That should do. And we're going to go ahead and just re-topo that. I'm going to get a little smaller on my topo. There we go. That'll do. Perfect. Gaming/art? Oh, yes, you do 2D art, don't you? You posted some stuff way back when, right? I vaguely remember seeing some art from you. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the guy that got hacked. Oh, I know you. I remember. All of a sudden, I log on to Discord, and there's 1,000 messages telling me to go buy CSGO knives from somewhere. And I was like, oh, okay, we're going to deal with that real quick. Actually, that is not bad looking. Hold on. Hello, T. How are you doing today? There we go. That's going to be our little bird guy. Birds are weird. They look very muscular. I suppose they have to be, right? To fly? Birds have such a weird little look to them. I'm going to give them a little poochy butt, because everything that I like in this world has a poochy butt. Cute animals, poochy butt. I'm going to stop it right there. We're going to stop thinking about it from there. All right. So, all we're doing is just building out a shape for this guy. And what I want is to make something a little bit more cartoony. So now, what I'm thinking about it, I think I might be being too realistic. Let's cartoonify this guy a little bit. So what I want to do is maybe bring it down a little bit. We're going to make this look like a penguin. So let's make a little bit more of a penguin sort of look. Pretty good. How am I? I'm good. I did a lot of reworking on stream last night. So it shouldn't be immediately obvious what I've done, but I just did some stuff. I was feeling very ambitious last night. I got to thinking about it. All right. I updated the bottom of my Twitch, so you can see my new About Me and stuff is pretty good looking, if I would say so myself. I'm just really trying to like figure out what my style is, which is part of what we're doing with this little raven here today. Oh, that looks good. He looks like What's his name? From Beauty and the Beast. He looks like Gustav, or, what's his name? Gaston. He looks like... He looks very silly. Okay, I love him. Alright. Let's push all this up. There we go. Alright, is that too realistic? I don't necessarily love this ridge right here, so let's get rid of that. What I really want is like an owl, penguin sort of thing. Maybe the head. The head will definitely be like the determining factor here. So let's get the head looking right before we get too caught up in what we're doing. That looks bad. I liked it better the way we had it before, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm just going to start building. You know what? There's going to be a million different opportunities to fix this guy up, so let's just start building, and it'll come together. I have a pretty strong feeling it'll work itself out as we go. So what we really want is just to make the shape and let it take form. It's always amazing when you 3D model and you're sort of like, I have an idea of what's going to happen, and then you start working on it and you're like, I didn't know what I was doing. Happens every time, honestly. Okay, so we're going to get nice and nitty-gritty up in here. I just want to make that little like curve that's on the face right there. It pops down and then the beak pops out. So this actually should be way smaller. This is the beak's territory. Okay, so we get this looking nice and groovy. And now we need the head to be really, really stiff on here. I should be using a crease for this, but I'm not going to because I'm stubborn. Oh, that little crest there, that's exactly what ravens have. Ravens always have this little crest right here. Yes, yes, yes. Didn't even think about it. We're getting a little bit of a bib. Okay. Look at that beautiful boy. Why is this song so quiet? This is the quietest song I have. Okay, so now I think what we want to do is push this guy down. He looks so muscular. I think I've ruined it to some degree. All right, let's push all this down. Now, when I look at this, I wouldn't immediately think that this is a bird. This looks a little bit like a mega muscular crocodile or something. So I think we've goofed it. I think what we want to do is really arch that back. Really, really arch that back and get him looking, yeah, a little bit more like a bird. This is going to be a struggle. If Pyro were here, Pyro would be having flashbacks of the cat statue. Okay. That looks a lot better. Infinitely better. Okay, cool. Let's dig down into this guy. Okay, so we got ourselves a little bit of a tail. Make sure we're getting it nice and articulate. I'm going to do the shape and everything later. We're just blocking right now. All we're really doing is just looking at the general idea of this. That actually looks pretty good. I think I want to come in here and ruffle down this part. Okay. It looks a little weird. It's not as cartoony as I want it to be, but that might come in the final edit. I really need to just be able to see what I'm doing first. Okay, so we got kind of a bird. Let's go ahead and make this head a little bit smaller. Oh, that looks really good. That looks just like a bird. That looks so bird-like. Okay, hold on. We're here. Hold on. Okay, and we're gonna stick a beak out of there, and honestly, the more I'm looking at this, it's not that profound. There we go. Okay. Now, the thing is, it can't be a straight line like that. It has to actually curve down towards the bottom a little bit. There we go. There we go. And it has a little bit of a curve to it. Okay. I'm going to say that's a start. Is it a good start? I don't know. How much time do we have? It's only been 10 minutes? Okay. I guess I'm not that scared. 10 minutes for this. I think we can live with that. Let's put a little place for the eyes, although they're going to be deleted for sure by the time we get into this. But we're just going to put a little place for the eyes so we can see what we're doing. And the eyes should probably go right here. This part's going to be a little messy to begin with, but it should look better as we get going. Okay, let's build a beak. The beak is going to be kind of one of the key ingredients. The beak and the feet matter a lot. So let's make a beak. And if I'm being very realistic, we want to just keep it as one piece. There's no reason to make two separate pieces. So let's make one piece for the beak. Okay, so a beak. What's a beak look like? A beak looks like... It starts like that. What the heck does a beak look like? What on earth does a beak look like? Okay, so we're going to pull it out. It comes out pretty straight. Here we go. Here we go. I can do this. I can do this. You can do this. Chill. A beak comes out. Boom. We bring it down. We make a beak shape. It's more rounded than this, but we'll get there in just a moment. Instead, what it does is it extrudes straight out. It's a raven. Yeah. Making just a little baby raven. All right. Now, we have ourselves a little bit of a design challenge. One side goes further than the other. How in the heck am I going to do that? A crow? So, I don't really understand what the difference between a raven and a crow is. I know it's like a tale as old as time, but like, what the heck? You can never win with these guys. There's no way to win this debate. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, that looks perfect. That looks pretty good. Okay, before we get too wrapped up in this, let's grab all of this. That looks really good. I think its size in the Raven is maybe a bit darker. If ever there was a day where people were going to freak out about Ravens, I guess today would be that day. But for me, I don't care that much. It is what it is. All right, there's part of me that wants to attempt to sculpt this, but I think it's going to be much smarter to do a subsurface. So we're going to do that. It's a buff Raven. It's a little buff right now, for sure. I don't think that's going to be the general idea forever, but it is the idea right now. Okay, so I think there's a bit of a bill here, right? Like that. I think we're just going to embrace this, because I don't know how else I'm going to do this. Whoops. Let's go ahead and merge at center and pull this guy back just a little bit, and let's see what we can make work with this. So this guy has to come down. Correct. Correcto mundo. And these guys stay out, which means that this guy folds in, although maybe not. Let's bring these guys in just a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. That looks a little bit closer to what I want to be doing. There we go. Oh, that looks so much better. So much better. Right there. Is this for Inktober? It is indeed. CQDK, you should see if you can get on an Inktober. I think you'd really enjoy it. It seems right up your alley. Okay, that is pretty good looking. I mean, how long was that? That was like 3 minutes, and we have this now? That's a pretty good looking beak, if I say so myself. Let's apply some scale to it, and let's set some bevels on it. Okay, that guy, I don't know why he's going straight up. That's not how bevel's supposed to work, but sure, you'll go like that. Oh, that is strong looking. That is striking. Okay, so we're going to try a little bit of subdivision and see what that does for us. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. It looks a little bit like a pelican. Not going to lie, it looks a little bit like a pelican. I think the way that we solve that is we grab a few of these and we pull some ridges out of this guy. Like that. Looks more like a pelican. Hold on. What are we doing? What am I doing? Bum, bum, bum. Okay, that looks like a crow. That's got big crow energy. I'm already kind of on Inktober yesterday. I drew some animal skulls with rainbow flames, and today I just drew a character from a video game. I guess that counts. We can count that. I think the judges all agree we can count that. Okay, so what I need to do is push in this mouth just a little bit. I don't really know the rules. Okay, so give me one moment and I will show you what's going on. But you can do whatever you want. I mean, it's your life. You play the games you like to play at this point. There we go. Okay, here's the idea. I'm going to go ahead and do a triple bevel. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't know how it's connecting here. That looks super weird. That looks really weird. What is that? I can't even zoom in on it. My camera's like freaking out. Okay, let's merge at last. Okay. We're going to do that, and now I'm going to push these in just a little bit. And now we're going to put the subsurface back on, and we're going to take a look at it, and we're going to say, that is pretty good. That looks weird. Something's weird up here. Why is it different? We're like too close in the zoom for this to be usable. Oh, it's because that got messed up. What is going on? Please let me just zoom into this. Let's get rid of our crow. Maybe that'll make things a little bit easier for us. And I'm going to set the origin to the center of this. And now what we want is... Man, it does not want to rotate correctly. This is a mess. Hey, bud, chill. Just let me click on you. Okay, we've done it. Right? All's well that ends well. And there's two guys here. Why are there two guys there? This doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so we got two of them set now. And it comes up, and that one is rigid, which does not need to be rigid. I don't know what happened to this guy. But we go boom. And we already kind of have a mouth, but I'm going to push the mouth in because I am picky. Because I'm real picky about this stuff. That looks pretty good. Okay, cool. I'm going to say that looks great. I like that. Okay, done deal. That looks pretty good. It needs a little bit of a scoop right there. So we're going to do that, but pretty good looking. Okay. CQDK, let me show you this if you're still here. If you are here, what you're going to do is just Google Inktober. You click this, first result, and you got everything you need. Everything is here. So I would just click rules and prompts, and you just read away, and you're set to go. That's all there is to it. All right. All right. Da 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 dee dee dee. Ba da ba da ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ma ma. Ba da ma 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 ma. Do 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 do. That is not good looking. Hold on, how do we fix that? How are we gonna fix this? Bo do do do. Is this going to look all right? I don't know if this is going to look right. It still looks a little bit like a pelican. I don't know how to make a not pelican. That's a pretty good looking curve, actually. It turns out crows are just pelicans. Turns out they are just the same thing. I think I've been fed a lie my whole life. I think if I grab you, this is going to get weird quick. That's a bit better looking. I think crowd have slightly more front-facing eyes. Oh, crows have slightly more front-facing eyes. Okay, well, yeah, I kind of think you're right. Yep. We'll do that in just a moment. What I need to do is also solidify the mouth to be a little bit more harsh looking. Because I think the mouth might be a little too wide as well, which is creating this distance. So if I do you like that. Bad. Yeah, so tomorrow is a spirit. Which is the one that I have been dreading the most. Because it basically means I have to do my own character design, which... we all know me and character design are real characters together. Ba-da, ba-da, da, 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 da. I don't think there's been a single stream where this song hasn't played. Streams love this song. Da-da-do. Now this part, that's... okay, so I'm starting to see a problem. And I think I know why that problem exists. I think I goofed it a little bit. Let's try this. Give me one moment. If we do that, and we grab you two, and we J you. We J that. Should I be using a mirror? Yes, I should. Am I going to? No. Ba-ba-ba-da-da. Okay. So we have a really rigid connection going all the way through. While you're here, you're gonna make a little raven? That'd be nice. I appreciate that. Let's make a little raven. You have big raven energy. Okay. I think what we've done is we've done it. I'm dying. Okay. We're back. We're back. Maybe if I go all the way around. Okay. I see it. We're thinking big picture now. We're thinking really big picture about this guy. Thinking really big picture, and we're back, and that looks decent. That was not what you were thinking last time we talked about birds. I'm sorry? I'm not putting two and two together. What did we say about birds? Whenever it's you, there's always just like madness involved. So I have a hard time registering what normal means anymore. There we go. That looks perfect. It's got a little bit of a crispiness right there that I don't love, but honestly, who cares? What's normal? What are you talking about with birds? You change subjects so quickly. Every time I'm like, what are we talking about? Everybody in chat does this. It's endearing to some degree. Everybody in chat always just like flip-flops whatever we're talking about. I can never keep up. I cannot keep up with chat. You all are way too much for me. That looks good. Okay. That's a raven, baby. It doesn't have nostrils. Yeah, it's going to be on the feet. The nostrils are going to be on the feet. Okay, so no nostrils. We got ourselves a beak. I'm going to make the beak maybe a little bit spiky. Oh. You know what? If it's a statue, though, it probably shouldn't be that spiky. I think we're done. I think that's enough. I say that, and immediately I think of something. What else is new? What else is new around here? You said CQDK has crow energy, and they said that it's not how you felt last time because a few streams ago, you gave everyone a bird that represented them. Oh, did I do that? I don't remember doing that at all. So much gets said on stream at this point that my memory's shot. Thank you for that, though. I don't know if anybody saw the clip that Poco made that I threw up in Discord, but that was the epitome of how I feel during stream. That was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. That really solidified, like, oh, I am just, like, losing my mind every time I go live. Like, that was it. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see exactly how we make a crow. I see how we do it. I see a crow. Actually, I see two things that'll make a crow. Okay, first and foremost, crows have a straight beak on the bottom. So it's curved on top, it's straight on the bottom. So we're going to keep that really straight. And then we're going to go ahead and pull these guys down. You said I was a shoebill? You are a shoebill. But you do have raven energy. I mean, you're not just one bird, right? If you were one bird, you would be a literal bird in front of us. Which is not true. You're a more complicated individual than that. But you do have shoebill energy. I'm going to stand by that one. You do have the shoebill energy. Okay. That is pretty decent as far as I'm concerned. It still looks a little bit like a pelican, but I think T is right. It's because the eyes. Poco is a crow. I have a hard time getting Poco at this point. We'll get there eventually, but for right now, I have no idea with Poco. Look at those intense, like, romantic-looking eyes. That is haunting. That is eerie. That is so scary looking. Look how intense this boy is. Yeah, yep. There he is. Now I want to make him just a little bit sillier. Okay, so that should be decent. Okay, that looks a little sillier. He does look good. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and scoop out his neck a little bit. Just to give him a little bit of that shape that we want. That's pretty good looking. He's a little wide. I see it, we all see it. He's a little bit wide. I think we're gonna just embrace that. I think that's gonna be part of the energy today. He's just a wide boy. What's the most annoying bird? Is that what you think Poco is? Is the most annoying bird? Most annoying bird probably has to be like a goose, right? Look how... Oh, he looks great. Da 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 da. Okay. Okay. We're here. Oh, we're doing it. Oh, we're doing it. Oh, it's happening. Yeah, a goose is pretty annoying, I would argue. A magpie? I kind of like magpies. Magpies are like daytime crows. I like a magpie. I'm a fan of a magpie. How did we do this? How did we clutch it out? He's here. He's arrived to the party. He literally looks perfect. Poco can be a swan. Poco pretty? Is Poco pretty? That's a nice thing to say about your friend. You know what? It's too good to lose. I'm going to save this. That's really good. Okay, so you're going to be crow backup. That's too good to lose for as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so you're the crow. Wow, that looks so nice. Okay, so let's do detail work. All right, I kind of hate doing detail work without smooth turned on, but I'd have to keep redoing it, so it's gonna have to be this way. Yeah, no, I see it. I don't like it either. He's got a problem. His problem is his wings need to come down more. Oh, this is tough. How are we going to do this? This one's tough. Wow. Hold on. He does look a little bit like a chicken. Okay, sure. Whatever I just did is what we're going for. This is what I meant to do, for sure. This is why we take backups. This is why we do backups for things. He do be looking like a fried chicken. That's actually not that bad looking, if I'm being perfectly honest. Is it great? No, of course it's not. Do you know who's sculpting right now? But it doesn't look bad. I just have to make these sharp. And I should have thought about that as being a secondary thing instead of a primary thing. How? Okay. You know what I should have done? I should have looked up like an IKEA, like, stuffed animal. That's how we should have done this. That looks pretty good. Dare I say I kind of like the way he looks. He looks so silly. He is going a little bit in the stuffed animal direction rather than the statue direction, but I don't know if I hate that. He's pretty cute. Okay, and the legs actually come together a little bit more, so we're going to do that and then pop you down. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of rounding here. What's its name? Let's name it. What do you want to name it? I'm down for a name. Nugget? All right, Nugget's a strong contender, but let's push ourselves. What else? What other names do we have? Nugget is a very strong contender. Boy, he is something, isn't he? We're going to have to sit and do a lot of detail work to make this guy pop, but honestly, I'm not that disappointed in what we have here. Burnt Nugget. Now, I don't know how I feel about Burnt Nugget. Burnt Nugget's the kind of thing that you say, and then everybody in chat goes, yes, 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 yes. But I don't know how I personally feel about Burnt Nugget. Okay, let's go ahead and push all of this in. I think we're actually going to do better with that. Poe? Okay, Poe is a really good name. If not a little bit on the nose. You know what? He does look a little better like this. Buffro? Is Buffro like a buff crow? What is that? What is Buffro? All right, we got ourselves a little leggy. Buff Raven. But it had... What? How is Buffro Buff Raven? That's what it is? No, I know, but like, how did you get Buffro from that? Okay, so the leg of a crow, actually it only sticks out like halfway, so we can just go like this. I don't really even need to worry about the back of it, right? We could even probably go a little bit more than that. I thought Buff and Raven, but with an AO Buffro. I am not sure how you devised that. That's some experimental linguistics for sure. Am I really gonna sculpt this? Am I really gonna sculpt this tiny little leg? Oh, you bet I am. You bet I am. Do. Let's go 0.5. Sure, why not? Okay. So what we need is for him to be flat. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-boo, ba-da-bo. And the legs come out in a pretty straight path. So this is my first time making the legs of an animal. Wow, that's terrible. It's about as bad as I could have expected to do. bird. We got ourselves a bird. Okay, so we got the beginnings of a claw. Chicken, I kind of love the idea. What? The heck is happening? Let's go into edit real quick. Let's go ahead and check our outside. Thank you. That was weird. Inflate was making it smaller. That was really weird. Okay, we're back. Okay, should I be keeping a foot right next to me for reference? Yes, I should. Am I going to? No. So we're going to go by the seat of our pants. Off the top of my head, I think the best name for this guy would be... Best name for a weird little crow boy. My brain is not in this right now. Best name for a little crow boy is going to be like Archimedes. I think that's actually from TF2, now that I'm thinking about it. So let's not do that. It reversed again. There's no way. There's no way it just reversed again. What is happening? Why are you doing that? Recalculate outside. Thank you. This is what it is. There's no inside to calculate. Also, that looks terrible. My brain is not here right now. It did it again. You know what? I'm just going to work backwards. I can't believe this is happening. It hates everything. But bird legs make me think of birds? What? Can I get that one more time? Why is it reversing our normals? That's so weird. Okay, actually, that's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It doesn't look good, but we're getting to the good part, I promise. I like bird legs. It makes me think of birds. Yeah, that didn't help. What do you mean? Do 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 do. Bada. It just reversed it again. What is happening? Okay, so how am I going to make these like identical pairs? What I need to do is definitely move this. Okay, I think you're just being confusing for the sake of being confusing now. Well, that sentence doesn't make sense as far as I'm concerned, but I'm glad bird legs make you think of birds. That's kind of how we want to do it. You're just having fun? There's nothing wrong with that. Where's Poco today? Also, I have a question for you. How did you convince Poco to watch stream? Were you just like, hey, this is some dude I watch, go watch him? What did that conversation look like? Because all of a sudden, your friend just showed up in chat. It's very random. What's up, Beryl? Beryl is here. How am I? I am okay. I did a bunch of little changes to my stream. I took a nice hot shower and did some health stuff so that I would stop sneezing, which means inevitably I'm going to sneeze on stream because I just mentioned it. But I'm feeling generally better. It's Tuesday, right? It's not my normal day. Okay, I kind of feel like this is going to take forever, and I feel like I might have done this wrong. I feel like I did not a great job on this one. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. It just looks a little, like, crunchy. There was one day late at night, Poco asked me what I was doing, and I said I was watching a streamer, and I gave the streamer's name. The next day, I went to class and took Poco, and they should come join your stream, and they ended up enjoying watching. Well, that's very nice. You're now officially my marketing manager. So, congrats. It pays $0 per hour. It's a job of passion. And you've done a great job. Okay, so we made disgusting, weird little claw things. I don't know if I like it or not. I think it looks kind of bad. I don't want to work? Boy, me too. I feel you there. Okay, that is not good looking, but I think it's all right. That's a sentence that makes sense, and we're all going to move past it. Ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da. Every time I think, hey, maybe I could make a human, I do stuff like this, and I'm like, oh, I'm not ready to make a person yet. Okay, that looks decent. We're getting there. Slowly. Stork legs? Definitely looks like stork legs. I totally get that vibe. No, we don't want him that skinny. Too skinny, and the bird doesn't stand right. Too skinny and the bird doesn't stand right. Take your own advice. All right, I think we're gonna have to call it here in just a moment, because I don't think I can just sit here and work on these legs forever. And I have a feeling that it's gonna kind of crunch together at the last minute. Boy, that's a terrible looking bird leg, isn't it? That just isn't it. Now, dare I attempt to try and polymodel this? It just looks bad. Yeah, let's try a polymodel real quick. I hate to do all this work and then immediately say, like, what if we just did it differently? But I kind of think we can just polymodel the heck out of this thing. Okay. Let's give this guy a shot. So what I want to do is get into edit. We're going to go ahead and push this guy down. Do it 2 times like that. And then we're going to separate the little toesies, which don't want to separate. There we go. Work smart, not hard, for sure. I forget to do it sometimes, but when I can remember, work smart, not hard is definitely the goal. Okay, so here's the idea. We're gonna go, what? We're gonna go E, repeat, repeats. We're gonna grab U and scooch you that much to the side. So we're gonna do negative 0.35. It sounds hard to be smart. You know, I don't think it's hard to be smart. I think it's a common myth in this world. I think being smart is perfectly easy. You just have to, like, not succumb to simple stuff. A lot of people, in my experience, tend to pretend to be dumb rather than actually, like, being dumb. People aren't inherently dumb. People just want to take an easy way out for whatever reason. Which is weird, because I don't think being dumb is an easy way out, but people treat it like it is. I've met a lot of people who I have thought are very smart, and then they, like, get into a new friend group, or they start dating somebody, or something happens, right? Just something ends up happening, and those people, like, pretend to stop being smart. And you're like, what happened? Like, where are we right now? And I think people just do it out of convenience. I think people just do it because it gets them attention, or I don't know. I don't really know why people do it. It's weird, is what it is. Okay, so let's do a little extrusion. Global that guy up. We're going to go ahead and fold him on his normal. Okay, I think I can live with this. That's going to say not half bad. Okay, so I think that is our foot, right? I might have to do some little stuff with the ridge here, but let's try putting a subdivision on here first. I mean, it's really not that bad. I go ahead and throw this on there, and I GG that on back to here. Okay, I'm starting to get a little freaked out about what I'm doing real quick, but we're just going to push through it. I'm starting to get to that point where you psych yourself out a little bit. Okay, that's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Now what I want to do is grab you and shrink you this way. Grab these two and scale them out. There's definitely some, like, missing stuff going on here, but I think we're okay. You're making a cute raven? Are you going to post it in Discord when you're done? Because I would like to see it. I would very much enjoy that. Okay, I mean, like, that's already an infinitely better looking foot than the other one we had. Do 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 do. If I merge these, how bad is that going to be? How bad is it going to be if I merge these? Hello? Are there two of them? That was weird. I don't know exactly what that was, but sure, we'll take it. Okay, so we should do the exact same thing here. Ooh, I'm starting to doubt myself. Starting to doubt just a little bit. The heart has doubt. The heart has doubt. Okay, so that's not how we want to do that. Let's go ahead and delete these guys. And let's re-plug them with something. Yep, that'll do. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then we throw this back on and we say, does that look all right? Why is that getting clipped super hard? Something weird is happening. Let's go ahead and merge by distance. We got rid of one. That should be right. Perfect. You think Poco is sleeping? There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people need their sleep. Gotta have your beauty sleep every now and again. Ain't nothing weird about that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of this. You know what? No, I'm gonna keep it structurally sound like this. Okay, we're gonna do that and that. We're gonna do that and that. I'm really starting to freak myself out. I'm not sure if I can see it anymore. That ridge looks good, though. Do I like the way this looks? I don't know. Having a little bit of trouble really realizing like what's going on right now. You know what? I actually think that looks great. I think we did it. I think we pulled it out at the last minute. Let's go ahead and round out these guys just a little bit. Do. Perfect. Hey, Poco's here. You were being talked about. And you realized that you're being talked about and you decided to show up. Do 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 do. Okay. There we go. Little chicken leg. Look at that. That's actually pretty good looking. 4 hours of Scout. What is Scout? Like Boy Scouts? I did very little Boy Scouting when I was younger, but I did do it. The majority of my time was spent just out in the woods by myself. Boy Scouts, you got it. Do you like Boy Scouts? How is Boy Scouts in other countries? What's that like? In the United States, it's fine. It's a little weird. Okay, I'm gonna say that looks good enough for my purposes. I was so jealous of Boy Scouts. Why is that? Did you do Girl Scouts? There's something weird here. You know, since we're this close, does it matter? If we're this close, does it matter? Also, are these guys not... They're not lined up correctly. What happened? You did the Mormon version, was called Achievement Days? That sounds a little weird. What is that? Okay. Okay. Dare I say I like that. I hate the way the toes look, but honestly, it can't be helped at this point. We learned how to do makeup, cook, and count calories. Oh, man. That's a yikes. That's a bit of a yikes. That's a real yikes. Arts and crafts is cool. I'll give you that. But boy, that sucks. Them old Mormons. Them old Mormons are really up to something, aren't they? Can't just let bygones be bygones, ever. Everything always has to be fabricated to some degree with the old folks. Yeah, bit of a yikes. Bit of a yikes. I have said this maybe a million times in my life, and I hope I get to say it a million more. We need to stop treating children like they have sexuality. Like, when you're a kid, you're not a boy or a girl. You're not, like... You don't have gender when you're a child, is what I'm saying. Like, your responsibility is to go to school, come home, do your chores, and have fun, right? Like, that's the life of a child. You as a child, you are not, like... You're not becoming a woman. You're not becoming a man. Maybe when you're 13, you can start doing that stuff. But, like, when you're less than 13... You don't do any of that stuff. That's crazy. But it's kind of wrong to call Boy Scouts because there is both boys and girls at my Scouts. That is weird. What would you propose we call it instead? Because I am down for a new name. Also, this is about to get really weird. It's actually not as weird as I was expecting it to be, but it's honestly still a little strange. That's normal? It's definitely not normal over here, but I'm cool with it. What do you want to call it? Let's call it something. What do you call, it sounds like the beginning of a joke. Just call it Scouts? Honestly, that makes the most sense. You know, it was going to be a big old thing, but honestly, the more you say it, Scouts just makes sense. Kid Scouts? Kid Scouts sounds like the group of kids from Jimmy Neutron who destroy that bird thing in the movie that started the show, and the movie was infinitely better than the show. I remember they played We're the Kids of America, and my brain was like, ooh, this was made for me. Spectre? Like you said in the start, Scouts? Yeah, but we don't call it Scouts over here. And I think we should have intramural Scouts, and we should just call them Scouts. Like, we don't have that over here, and we should. So that's why I'm thinking about it. That's where the design doc is coming from. You know what? That's a good enough chicken leg to me. In Danish, we call it Spectre. Spejder. Spejder. Le Spejder. Shout out to my ability. It's pronounced like spider. Spider. Interesting. You know me. I speak perfect Danish. And I definitely did not have to look up the language that I was referring to as I was saying that. Okay, I have sat and obsessed over this little foot for a long time. I actually killed most of my time doing that, but I got something that I'm pretty pleased with, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's alright. It'll do. So let's get rid of this. Let's make the little claws, if we even want to worry about claws right now. Let's bring the crow back. Honestly, they have huge feet, don't they? They have really big feet. That looks pretty good. It's maybe a little too big. That looks pretty good. Okay, first things first, let's throw on a mirror modifier. This is Crow. Yes, it is. You know what? Let's go cartoony. Big foot. He's going to have a big foot. Big old foot. He's just a silly boy. Let's put on a mirror modifier with the crow. Oh, he's so silly. Look at this little boy. Okay, so immediately I see an issue, and we're just going to fix it up real fast here. The issue is that these guys... do 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 do. There's a weird sound in this song. A little crackling in the background. What is that? Oh, I think it's an instrument. Do 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 do. Those look pretty good. So I was just talking about how I spent way too much time working on these feet, and now here I am, working on the feet. Ba ba da ba, Ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba 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 da da. You know what they need? They need an ankle. They always have an ankle. Birds always have big, giant ankles for some reason. They always have an ankle, like right there. That's a good bird detail. It looks bad, though. It looks bad because it's sequenced like a square and not like an actual ankle. So what I'm gonna do is push you forward. There we go. That's a bird's ankle. There we go. Little tiny detail. Do I love this sketch? I don't think I love this sketch. I don't think I love this guy. But not everything has to be a 10 out of 10. If you're making a drawing every single day, not every single one can be a 10 out of 10. Oh, this audio is definitely glitched out. That was a weird part. And they have little hooks, little balls on the end of their feet as well. You know what? That's fine. We're going to keep it just like this. This is him. Let's actually finish this guy. Before I get too, like, insane here, let's just finish him. Okay. Look at my little raven boy here. I wish I could, like, auto shade it smooth. Is there a way to do that? Shade smooth. Where would I do that? You can't. Okay. What am I doing? Do I keep him round like this? Do I keep him just a round boy? Because something tells me that's a really bad idea and I shouldn't be doing it like that. How do I make feathers? Okay, well, I'm going to start with the face because there's definitely some stuff here that I have to do. He has a little bit of this sort of stuff going on his face. Do-do. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, that looks like a crow. That's about exactly what you'd expect right there. Boy, the feathers are the hard part. Doing fur, doing feathers, stuff like that's really difficult. If I were better at 3D modeling, I wonder how I would approach making feathers. Like, if I had to do this, like, professionally, what on earth would I even begin to do about this? Okay, so we're going to push it all down like that. Get it all in there. Now it is a statue. So what I need to do is stop thinking about what I'm doing for all these details and start thinking, what would you do for a statue? And I think at the end of the day, what we need to say for a statue is that we're trying to get the idea of a crow, which we already basically have done. So I think we're already, like, here as far as crow is considered. Bow, ba, 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 bow, bow, bo, da, doo, doo, da, da, da. He's got a little bit of a... Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There's a little bit of a scoop here that I don't love. Is he just like the silliest looking thing in the world? I think he's just a bizarre looking man. Let's start coloring him and see what that does for us. Because I think we might be done. Like, do I want to add details for feathers and stuff? Kind of. He honestly might just be done, though. I don't know. I don't know how to do it without adding feathers to him. We'll get there. And I'm going to add the cool looking eyes because why not? Why wouldn't you add cool looking eyes to this guy? There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and mirror that along the crow, not multi-res. Okay, mirror on the crow. Perfect. Honestly, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm looking at him and I'm like, he's not that bad. It looks nice? Well, thank you. The worst part is definitely these wings. And the legs to some degree, but I'm proud of this little ankle, so we're going to say the legs aren't bad. The wings are definitely the worst part. It looks kind of like a baby crow. I can live with that. The vision I had in my head is not far off, but it's missing some stuff that I really wanted it to have, but I don't think we're going to make that work. So I think we're okay. You look at this, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. That's a crow. It's actually a pretty good looking crow, all things considered. It just looks like it's had its feathers removed, which it has, because it doesn't have feathers. You know when a crow is a bit grown up and still doesn't have full wings? Yeah, when it's like shedding. Okay, so here's the general idea for me. We're gonna go ahead and... Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna give him some crystal eyes. Some nice little beads for eyes. Should we add metallic to it? What color? I was thinking red, but that might be a little bit too obvious. Let's see here. Let's do the wood first. I think you're right. I think you're right. Oh, purple? I can do it purple. You like black with a hint of red? Okay, let's combine those two ideas together. Let's do black with a hint of purple. So we're going to go ahead and do our best to remember our shortcuts and not do things incorrectly. I want like that color purple. Very raven purple. And then we're going to do just the thing that everybody knows we're always going to do because that's what we're currently stuck on in our brains. and I need to reverse them because we want purple to be the predominant color. Thank you for the save. Very appreciated. Thank you for the stretch. That is extremely appreciated. And a hydrate? Don't treat me all at once, okay? Okay. Let's go ahead and throw on a little bit of an emissive as well, because there's no reason that this guy wouldn't have a little bit of glow to him. And we want to get the blend just right. There we go. You're going to bonk the raven. You're all bonking the raven? Why are you doing that? No, much better like this. Little jeweled eyes. And honestly, I'm thinking the red does work here. There we go. That has a real look to it, doesn't it? Just give it a little bonk. One of these days, I'm going to make something in 3D that people can interact with, but I don't think I'm there yet. Okay, let's do HS. Yep. Why is it doing that? You know what? The more I look at that, the more I want it just to be this. Yeah, that's going to be better. Kind of looks like it looks at the camera. Yeah, I like that it looks at the camera too. Big fan of that. Okay, I'm going to do the unthinkable here. I'm going to super subdivide this thing. Just so we can get a little bit more of that look. I want it to look a little bit creepier. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, perfect. Stares right at you. It will not leave you alone. Cool. I like him. There's something very intense about that. Now, let's do the body. Here's where we really try and nail the landing. We're going to go ahead and scale everything to the correct size. We're going to look, and we have object settings turned on, and we have wood. We just have some little wood texture. That's fine. Just a little wooden bird. Although the scale, I think, is what looks bad. There we go. Yeah, do you have a soul? Since when did you have a soul? Is the beak and the legs going to be a darker variant of wood? I could do that. We can make them like a mahogany. I'm not against that idea. Okay, so we got roughly the wood texture that we want. If I throw some clear coat on here, we're going to be looking at a much less weird looking thing. Is it me, or does the wood look too perfect? It needs the veins? I don't know if I can do that right now. I don't know if I can do that in 30 minutes. Okay, so we've gone ahead and clear coated it. I'm going to bring the clear coat down just a little bit. There we go. He's got a little bit of a polished finish to him, which I think will look just fine, although I want there to be a little bit less polish. I'm checking the eye. That's the part that I'm really concerned about, and that looks pretty good to me. Okay, now let's make like a gray sort of wood. So we want the wood to look a little decrepit. Let's see here. Music that's playing right now is Kirby's Air Ride. And Ratlord on a new account, it looks like. Hey, Ratlord, you take care of your classes. You do what you gotta do. He definitely doesn't look great. We're missing like a lot of little pieces here. You can't win them all, I think, is the motto of today. But I'll be damned if I don't try. Looks like a stone bird for a second. It did kind of look like a stone bird. I hate that the back is way more textured than the front. I don't understand why that is. It might just be a lighting thing. Let's go ahead and lower this. Let's lower this. And honestly, this guy can go up. Barrel. Can we give him a name? Okay, so everyone was trying to come up with a name earlier, but you are more than welcome to throw your name into the mix. Am I going to switch these two? Now that is not the worst looking thing I've ever seen. Okay, so we're back to Nugget. We're back on the old Nugget grind. Okay, so we got a mahogany beak. Let's do mahogany legs, and then we're going to work on the mahogany as a single piece. Wow, that little glittery bit right there looks so nice. Okay, if we just bring it down to 1, we have ourselves a decent enough looking guy. You know what we need to do? We need to take this color and make him a little bit lighter. It's a little too drastic of a difference. You know what? I said that, and now that I'm looking at it, I definitely want this one to be darker. Gregory? Okay, so now we have a Gregory in the fight for what the name of this guy is going to be. What does everybody think? We're between Nugget, Gregory. What else? Flumph? I don't think we were going to name him Flumph. Morris? We had a Poe earlier from T. Let's go ahead and throw up a little text. All right, what do we got? We got a Nugget. We got a Poe. We got a Gregory. We got a Morris. I'm quite fond of the name Wilhelm. So we're going to start with that as our look. You know what? He's not that bad. I'm looking at him. I kind of like him. He's got a real vibe to him. What he needs is some darker tones. Some darker, more... Yeah, there we go. Darker, more saturated tones. Man, wood is tough. Let's go look at some wood real quick. We got time. Let's use the time. We're gonna go look at some wood together. Types of wood. Are we gonna make a brand new wood today? Maybe we will. Oh, somebody has posted their crow? Alright, I gotta take a look at this crow. Oh my gosh. Look at this sweetie. Look at this little cutie. He looks like he just drank like a bowl full of cereal milk, and the crow's looking at the camera like, I shouldn't have done that. Like, he's got the right energy for sure. All right. I really want ash. I think ash is the wood that I'm going for. What about Aaron? I'm gonna veto Aaron. Ash is a cute name. I'm not against ash. Oh, hickory. Hickory, hickory, hickory. Hickory dickory dock. We found the wood for our raven. It's hickory. Yep. Hickory wood. Show me the hickory. Ah, it doesn't look very good now, does it? Thor? I'm gonna veto Thor. That's what I want. I want this color wood right here. Is that gonna look good with mahogany though? No. Okay, so let's go guitar woods. We're gonna go guitar woods even though we're not making a guitar. Swamp ash is the guitar wood of choice for a lot of stuff. So I'm just gonna download this. Please don't be a WebP. Thank you. What does VDO mean? VDO. I don't know what that means. Okay. So we have ourselves a little guy. The thing you said to the names. Oh, veto. Veto means like I'm saying no to it. Rosewood is your favorite? I think rosewood actually would work here, but I kind of want the contrast on this wood and the beak wood. So we're going to get really tied up in here. And I'm going to do my best to make this work. Oh, that's going to be stark. Actually? Kind of a cool look. Color me kind of into this. Okay, so we got a noise texture that's going pretty hardcore. Okay, so we're gonna lower this detail down. I'm getting a little laggy. Blender's not too pleased with what we got going on here, but that is the look for the beak, for sure. There he is, done. What about Bertok? Now, there's something about Bertok that I like. There's something about it that has the right energy. There's something about Bertok. I think I like Bertok. Also, that needs to be dropped down just a little bit more. There we go. That is the look. You zoom in on that and you're like, whoa, what am I looking at? Yeah, we've done it. He's not loading very well, but that's it. Okay, you know what? I'm done with the crow. How much time do we have? We have 20 minutes? Oh, 20 minutes is an enormous amount of time to be making stuff work. Hey, what's up, Tablet Genius? Tablet Genius, I'm not going to try and make you talk more than you want to talk, but I do have a very specific question for you. And it's, you don't have a profile picture on Discord. Is that intentional? I feel like that's such a very specific choice to not have a profile picture. Okay, so we got ourselves this. We're gonna do something very, already very close to what I want. Already very close to what we want. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get really weird with this. We're gonna get really weird with this. Come on. Okay, that's not weird at all. This is actually very normal looking. Okay, why? Long story, you'll change the pic soon? That's fine. You can do whatever you want. I was just curious. It seemed like such a deliberate choice to have no profile picture. Okay, so that is roughly the idea that I'm going for. Not what I wanted. And now we're going to up that distortion a lot until we get something kind of nuts, which that's definitely too much. That is super cool looking. So Bertok in the competition? Yeah, Bertok's in the competition. I'm a little caught up with what I'm working on right now, but I will add it in just a moment. Okay, okay. This is it. Yep. We've done it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he looks like those paper mache little junky little guys that you get at the store. Oh, he looks perfect. Bertok is such good energy. Is that the bat's name from Anastasia? That's beyond me. Have I been fed a lie? Okay, so we want the wave texture to be our primary. Yes. And we're going to want to do some multiply, maybe darken. This is going to be a very specific look when it's done. Oh gosh, he is very cool looking. There's part of me that wants to change the which one's which. I'm a force of nature. You bonked, I'm a force of nature? All right, let's go ahead and add Bertok. I think I like Bertok a lot. I think I like Bertok and Wilhelm the most, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. And I can't help but be perfectly honest. It's kind of my Achilles heel. Pretty terrible at hiding my feelings, is what I am. Oh man, he is so good looking. It's a Scout TF2 line? Oh, you bonked. Yes, 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 yes. I see how you did that. I pick up what you're putting down. That can also be a strength. Yeah, sometimes. You know, I agree in concept. I think we live in a world that is very much built off of, like, how would I put it? Because I don't mean this negatively. I actually kind of like the way the world is in a lot of ways. I'm just a little bit jaded sometimes. Whoa, what the heck is going on? I don't think the world is built for people that are, like, cruelly honest. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. That looks real bad. Boy, that looks really bad. Yeah, both of them look bad. Okay, so we're going back to the way we had it before. Bo Jedin. All right, we got some weird energy today. It's been a weird stream. This is my first Tuesday stream, I think, ever. So I suppose weird was the name of the game before we even started. There's like an object of origin back here. Oh, it's in the center. Ha 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 ha. Set origin to geometry. We've done it. Folks, we've done it. Okay, perfect. Now, the question is, are we going to change this color? Here's what I recommend we do. We're going to go down. It's actually not bad looking. You got the save. I did the save. I had saved it. Okay, 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 okay. We're here. Now, last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and do this and pop this down. Maybe even make you a little bit darker. How do we feel about that? I think that's it. Call me a little comfortable with this. It almost looks like marble. It's a very weird looking bit of wood for sure. I suppose the question is, do we want this to be made out of wood or not? I only have 10 minutes. I think wood is the right answer. Okay, so that's my oak. Let's just cycle real quick, because I don't know if I love it. Pine looks crazy. My pine wood is not very good, just to put that out there. We have ourselves a stained glass bird, which I know we all want me to use, but I'm not going to use it. We got a rusty metal bird. It looks nice, but maybe not super clean. It's a raven because it's not very dark. It's super clear that it's a raven. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Okay, you know what? We're going to stick with that idea then. Let's make ourselves a rusty little boy here, because I got an idea for how to do this. The white raven. Yeah, I think you're onto something by saying that it was a little bit too unclear what we were doing. I think that's true, and I think I want to stick to doing this a little bit better. Are we really going to make a metal raven here in the last couple of seconds? I think we are. Do 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 do. Looks like a robo raven. Pretty much the vibe we're going for. That looks great. I should add a little bit of a purpley undertone to this. In fact, I want this guy to be way darker. He does look like a robo raven. You have flashbacks to the book you read. Okay, now we got to hear, what is this book? What is this scary book about robo ravens? This is gonna be a weird one. This is gonna be a weird one, for sure. This is a weird looking guy. A borb? Yes, we have ourselves a borb. You will now integrate into the borb. It's the brooder. Hallo, eins Bruder. Okay, so we are looking at just about the weirdest sketch I could have made at the last minute. So shout out to running out of ideas very fast. Yeah, there he is. That's Robot Board. Yeah, the dark looks a lot better. There's a book about a boy that found an old raven statue in the attic, and then it was a murder raven and killed everyone that he hated, but at least it killed him with a rusty scissor. That is a weird story to give to people to read. Definitely a weird one. This is a bad idea. Don't do what I'm doing. Whoa. Look at him. Whoa. Dare I say he looks good? What the heck happened there? What on earth is going on here? Okay, we got ourselves a very scary looking man. So now I have to rethink everything. Because now I have to think, what the heck happened? How did we get here? All right, I saved. Let's put this guy back up here. And I think that's a little too dramatic for me. It's cool. He looks like a superhero. But that's not what we're going for. And it's not obvious. If the argument was that the wood was not obvious, that's not obvious either. So what I want is something like a color dodge, an overlay, something. He looks like he eats galaxies. He did look a little nuts. I don't have time to explore how I made that. Okay, so yeah, color burn gives us the same idea, but I can see a little bit more control in here. Okay, so dark is going to give us a little bit more of that articulation that we want. There we go. What I'm really looking for, what I am really, really looking for is trying to show off that black on the body. Okay, so reverse these two. In fact, I think I can just delete that. Borb. The command should make a picture of this borb show up on stream. How on earth am I going to make that work? Welcome to the borb. Okay, so that is borb. Done. Pretty good looking borb. Now we got to take our purple and lower down the purple. Not that one. This one. Okay, so we got borb. Okay, so we got borb. Now we go down here, and this blue is going to be the one that makes it. Yes, 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 yes. Yes! I feel like plankton. Yes! My Krabby Patty's secret formula! Now, I'm sure that was terrible for everybody. I think that was maybe the best accent I've ever done. Just gonna put that out there. I'm not very good at accents. Petition to rename the command to the name of the Borb. We gotta name the Borb first. Name the Borb. Here we go. The great quest to name the Borb. I believe we are just about here. I hate that blue. How do I get rid of the blue? There's a lot of weird stuff going on here that I kind of can't keep track of. But I think that's him. I think he's done. Name the Borb Borb, is what you said. I'm not sure what I said. What have we done with our lives right now? Also, chat is going nuts. All right, you know what? I'm choosing a name. I'm going to be the namer guy, okay? There we go. That's his name. That's his name. What the heck am I looking at? You have 100k channel points that say this should be called Borb. How do we feel about that? Bertok Wilhelm the Third Borb of Galaxies. I think that is a name to be contested. I think we can all live with that. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba bo ba da bo ba da ba 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 da ba ba da boo da ba da be dee dee be doo boo doo doo. As long as I can call him Borb for short, I'm happy. Yes, and I think the command will be Borb. But how I'm going to make him appear on screen, don't get your hopes up. I actually do really like the way he looks. He's a little too shiny for me, is what it comes down to. So we're going to pop another color ramp in here. I'm going to lower that shine down, and we're going to try our best to really simplify this. There we go. There he is. Shiny evil boy. I kind of want a darker black on him somewhere, but I'm a little scared with how this thing works. Like, every time I change a color, he just becomes, like, super purple. Like, he just becomes mega purple. He really wants to be a purple boy. All right. I think purple it is. I think we're just going to stick with the purple. I think he's got to be purple at this point. And maybe I'll add a little bit of, like, black. There we go. That'll be my black. So there's our evil Borb. So let's get the beak looking good. So the beak is going to be this gold. It's the original rusty color that does it, so it gets purple and not black, I think. I'm not sure. I made the rust, so it shouldn't be like that. That's a red custom rust right there. But maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Pop you up. He's gonna be a nice... Oh. It's here. It's here. Folks, I'm about to make, like, I'm about to make the old school copper gradient. The one that everybody loves. We gotta find the perfect color. Well, Blender hated that. Blender hated that one a lot. I don't know why it hated that one. I was not doing anything too crazy, but it hated that. Did I save? I'm sure we're just about there. Yeah, we're on the gold, so easy enough. I'll press save. I'm going to get rid of this guitar. What else do I have showing? Yeah, we're doing just fine. We'll go ahead and call this Beak. We'll go ahead and call this Feet. We'll go ahead and call this Eyes. I'm going to go over my time quite a bit, but it's going to be worth it, I promise. Oh, we're right back here. No problem at all. Cool. I'm going to press save. We're going to make this white. Okay, so we got the color that we want. Here's how we're going to do this. HSV. Near should be fine. Okay, so that's too far. Okay. So I think we want to do this if I know what I'm doing, but we'll see. A pink beak. I'm not going to do a pink beak. I'm doing the classic chrome that you get on like MS Paint. So again, we're going to do the most obvious thing that we could have done. I know everyone's sick of it by now. I need to learn a new trick. I'm just obsessed. Do I like that? I don't think I like that. Bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum. Oh, there he is. There's our chromey boy. There's our chromey boy right there. Now, am I going to pop this into blend? That might give us a little bit more of what I want. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Now we take you and we make you less unbelievably shiny. And you can see just a little bit of that articulation in there. That is very nice looking. Gorgeous. Cool. There he is. That is Mr. Borb. And the feet look crazy. I love it. It's that OG chrome. All right. Now we're going to finish the eyes. Which now that we have so much purple, I think we do reset down to red. And we're going to go ahead and get him like crazy strong looking. .01. Very dark. 0.005. Very dark. There he is. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw ourselves into the proper amount of formatting. And we'll go ahead and throw that back on our 0. If I had more time, I would get him to look over at the camera in a very specific way, but we're not going to worry about it. Bravo 6, going dark. You know what? I can live with that. Bertok Wilhelm III, Borb of Galaxies. Let's go ahead and throw on our... Where are we looking? We're looking at geometry and depth. That's not what I wanted. We want extrusion. There we go. Now he's got a little bit of depth to his name. And I kind of want to throw like a crazy thing in here. Maybe a displacement would be good. Let's throw a Vernoi on the displacement and see what that does. Doesn't really do very much. I'm going to say no to that. Do I have the modifier that I could use? Let's see. Decimate is tempting, but I don't think it's going to be good. So instead, I think we're just going to keep it nice and clean and stylized. So, he actually looks really good up close. Look at that. He looks photoreal in a universe that we don't belong to. Like, he looks so real in a world that we don't exist in. Okay, let's go ahead and make ourselves a little camera. Where's the camera? Right there. We'll go ahead and do a little GY and bring ourselves back. Oh man, I'm very inclined to just shift it a little bit, but I don't like the idea of doing this. I don't love this look. Sure. There's our weird boy. I think we have to say that we're done here. I think I have to be done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm 100% done. Okay. I still have to make a background for this, but I'll make a background a little bit later. So, we're done. This is him. This is my scary man. This is my scary robot raven. Did I intend to make a robot? Sure. We can live with that. We can say that. And now I'm going to go ahead and raid somebody on Twitch. So I'm going to say goodbye to the YouTube aspect. Ciao, ciao. Although I think I'm uploading this straight from Twitch, so maybe not. But either way,